So we'll move on to awards. For our first award, the purpose of the Council for Business Teaching and Research Leadership Award is to recognize a CBTR member for their outstanding leadership and service to the organization and profession. This year's honoree has accomplished both. Under her leadership, CBTR has shown tremendous growth and development. She currently serves on NBEA's Executive Board as a Council for Business Teaching and Research Director and Chair, and as a Networking Reception Coordinator. She has also served as its Marketing Chair and on its Publications Committee, and as a Chair of NBEA's Technology and Social Media Committee. She has been awarded multiple prestigious awards for excellence in teaching. In 2019, she was named NBEA's Collegiate Teacher, and in 2017, SBEA's Outstanding Collegiate Business Teacher. In 2021, she published a textbook entitled Administrative Management and Procedures, in addition to several journal articles and book chapters. I am honored to present the 2024 CBTR Leadership Award to Dr. Pamela Scott Bracey, Associate Professor at the University of North Texas's College of Applied and Collaborative Studies. So I have to also give her special kudos because at this year's CBTR, the Burke conference that we just finished, the person who was the coordinator for the conference and the assistant coordinator, neither one could be here. So Dr. Scott Bracey had to step up and take over. So special kudos to her.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Hagler. It is indeed an honor not only to serve, but it's just a privilege to be able to be the recipient of such a prestigious award. And so thank you all for believing in me and supporting me. And right now, I would like to give out a few awards on behalf of CBTR. The Business Education Research Conference, hosted by the Council for Business Teaching and Research, takes place annually alongside the National Business Education Association Convention. Outstanding papers are selected from presentations given at this conference. A review panel evaluates papers in two categories: empirical research and innovative instructional practices before making their selection. This year, the recipient of the Best Paper Award is Dr. Shoshana Bloomfield. Dr. Bloomfield is a devoted business education teacher with over 15 years of experience. She received her bachelor's and master's degree in business marketing education from Alabama A&M University and a PhD in career and technical education from Auburn University. She is currently a business instructor with the Bullock County School System in Union Springs, Alabama. Shoshana will be joined on the stage by those who also contributed to her work. Those individuals are her faculty, Dr. Alicia Wohler, Dr. Leanne Skinner, Dr. Chad Spinner, and Dr. Gina Mitchell. Please help me congratulate Dr. Shoshana Bloomfield. I must also say this is her first time at NBEA, so please give her another round of applause. Every year, the Council for Business Teaching and Research honors an outstanding recent graduate with a PhD, EDD, or doctorate in business administration, or business-related doctoral degree by presenting the Best Dissertation Award. This year, I have the honor of presenting that award to a business education instructor, also at Auburn University, Alabama, Dr. Seppo Maleliki. Dr. Maleliki received his doctoral degree in career and technical education, a graduate certificate in business analytics, and a master's in business and marketing education from Auburn University. He is a former Fulbright Scholar and an American Association of Colleges of Teacher Education Home Scholar in the College of Education at Auburn University. Dr. Maleliki has served on NBEA's Council on International Business and as an advisor to the Auburn University Collegiate Chapter of Phi Beta Lambda. Please help us congratulate Dr. Stefo Maleliki. Thank you all so much, and please continue to support your Council for Business Teaching and Research.
In 2020, NBEA introduced a new award, the NBEA Best New Written Form Article Award. This award recognizes the best practitioner-authored article published during the preceding calendar year. The goal of the award is to recognize and thank contributing authors and to encourage new writing contributions by NBEA members for future business education forum issues. There is no submission process for this award. All articles written during the preceding calendar year are qualified, and judging is carried out by the Publications Committee Task Force. This year, the Publications Committee Task Force has selected Back to Basics in Writing for Publication, Planning the Work by Dr. Carol Blazinski, a professor of management at California State University, Los Angeles, where she teaches business communication and high performance management courses. Carol was not able to attend the conference this year, so she will be receiving the award remotely.
Please take one and do the
Her
picture.
picture, though, at least that you can see that.
Here.
Hopefully she's watching via Zoom. Congratulations, Dr. Blazinski. The next award is the Distinguished Service Award for Outstanding Contribution to Business Education by an Administrator of Business Education. The areas that are considered are contributions to business education, active participation and leadership in association on all levels, development and advocacy of educational programs, including raising public awareness of business education achievements and legislative contributions. This year's recipient has been an enthusiastic post-secondary and secondary business educator for 43 years. She currently oversees the quality of all online programs, including 4 associate degree programs, 2 associate of applied science degree programs, and 5 certificate programs. While her administrative responsibilities sometimes extend beyond the realm of business education, her efforts directly impact the quality of the business degrees and certificate programs that constitute many of the online programs. In addition, she teaches business courses. I'm pleased to present the 2024 Distinguished Service Award for Outstanding Contribution to Business Education to Cheryl Wheeler, a professor of business and director of online quality assurance at New Mexico State University, Alamogordo. Dr. Wheeler. Like I said, this is the fun part of the day, right? The Middle School Secondary Business Teacher of the Year Award recognizes exceptional dedication to business education through significant contributions to business education through teaching and active engagement in state, regional, and national associations. This year's recipient of the Middle Secondary Teacher of the Year has demonstrated remarkable achievement in both. She is a high school educator who also enjoys teaching business at the community college level. She has a powerful sense of community and is passionate about personal finance and outreach in her state. She was recognized for those efforts as the 2022 WBEA Secondary Business Educator of the Year, 2021 Oregon Council on Economics Education Educator of the Year, and 2019 OBEA Secondary Business Educator of the Year. And I know personally that she received a couple more awards after this was all presented. She has served as a 2019 Educator Ambassador for the San Francisco Federal Reserve, a Next Gen Personal Finance Summer Institute Fellow since 2017, and has been recognized in teacher spotlights for NEPE, Take Charge Today, Practical Money Skills, and Jumpstart. I'm delighted to announce that this year's Middle Secondary Teacher of the Year is Joy Running, a business instructor at West Albany High School in Albany, Oregon. And next. Our next award is the Collegiate Teacher of the Year Award, which recognizes exceptional contributions to business education, particularly in business teacher education, by an instructor at a four-year college or university. This year's honoree holds the position of Associate Professor and Assistant Chair within the Department of Commerce at Miami University's College of Liberal Arts and Applied Sciences. He holds a Bachelor of Science in Communication from Ohio University, a Master of Business Administration, and a Master of Science in Social and Applied Economics from Wright State University. He received a PhD in Educational Leadership and Administration from the University of Dayton. His academic contributions extend beyond the classroom. His publications cover various online teaching and learning topics, as well as articles addressing academic integrity and spreadsheet education. He is currently the editor of the Journal of Research and Business Education, and he's done a lot to really help move that journal forward, so I thank him for that. It's my pleasure to present the 2024 Collegiate Teacher of the Year Award to Dr. Thomas Mays. It's now time to induct our newest members to the National Business Education Hall of Fame. If you would like to nominate someone for the Hall of Fame, you can do so now as part of the annual award nomination process at NBEA. NBEA has assigned the honor of adding members to the Hall of Fame to a committee of our past presidents. To do this year's honors, we welcome Delane Havlick to make this year's presentation.
Good afternoon. It is a special honor to present the National Business Education Hall of Fame inductees for this year. So the National Business Education Hall of Fame was founded by Walter Brower in 1977 at Riddler University. It was started to honor outstanding contributions to business education. In 1995, the honor was relocated to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Then in 2021, the National Business Education Association was tapped to continue that legacy. The purpose of the Business Education National Hall of Fame was to pay tribute to these men and women who have made significant contributions to business education. Until 2023, the Hall of Fame award was previously bestowed posthumously. Subsequently, it was determined that the Hall of Fame should encompass living individuals. This year marks the inaugural occasion where the recipients are live and present. The selection committee has elected to induct two of our esteemed colleagues, both of which are here with us today. Very special to introduce this to living people, especially these two. Our first inductee is Cynthia L. Green. After graduating from the University of Georgia, Cindy began her teaching career teaching business education at Jackson County High School in Georgia. Cindy was one of the first high school teachers to develop curriculum to teach entrepreneurship education. She served on the NBEA Entrepreneurship Standards Task Force and also was the NBEA Entrepreneurship Curriculum Writing Team author. Cindy is author of a high school and middle school entrepreneurship textbook, Entrepreneurship Ideas in Action, which is now in its 7th edition. But many of you here have it in your schools or in your classrooms right now. Later, as a program specialist for business and information technology in Georgia, Cindy researched curriculum trends and emerging technologies to develop a relevant curriculum for students in Georgia. Even today, business educators benefit from the leadership she exhibited while working as a consultant for the Georgia State Department of Education. And I can say as a business education leader, I have used many of Cindy's and Georgia's contributions as well. In addition to teaching and consulting, Cindy has served as president of the Georgia Business Education Association, the Southern Business Education Association, and was president of NBEA in 2005, and many offices in between. Under Cindy's leadership, NBEA brought forward the initiative to start the National Business Honor Society. Cindy has won numerous teaching awards at the local, state, and national levels, including SBEA and NBEA Secondary Teacher of the Year, and the SBEA and NBEA Distinguished Service Award for Outstanding Contributions to a Business Education Supervisor. Today, we once again pay tribute to Cindy as she is inducted into the National Business Education Hall of Fame. Cindy.
The basis. Oh, no, that's gonna be good. I'll have to say a couple words. Wait on that.
Well, I made it. I'm still alive. It's really an honor. I was thinking, and then Barb told me I could say a little bit, and I said, well, I don't talk too much, but when I chose business education as my major in the 70s, it was because I didn't really know how to do anything. And I thought, well, if I don't want to be a teacher, I could always be a secretary. So little did I know when I chose that as my major that I would end up with the opportunities that were given to me along the way by many people, and getting involved in professional organizations. And it's been a wonderful career. I've made wonderful friends. I have to recognize my mentor sitting here today, Wanda Daniel. Wanda was the director in Fulton County, and she is responsible for me getting involved and doing a lot of the things that I have done. And next to her, I have a former student who says I taught him everything he knows, and he has two good, successful businesses in Georgia, and I'm very proud of him. But it's really a true honor, and I applaud all of you that are still in the classroom working. I've graduated on to dog in lap instead of computer in lap at home now. And she doesn't like it when I leave, but I still leave and go. But anyway, y'all, good luck to all of you, and thank you so much for this honor.
Into the Business Education Hall of Fame is Dr. Nancy Zeliff. Dr. Nancy Zeliff is considered a true living legend to so many people involved in business education. She has served as the advisor for all business education majors at Northwest Missouri State University for the last 35 years. Dr. Zeliff leads by example as she has held numerous leadership positions on multiple business education related committees. On the national level, Dr. Zeliff served on the NBEA Executive Board and its Convention Planning and Publications Committees. At the regional and state level, Dr. Zeliff held the positions of NCBEA President and Treasurer and Secretary, and also as president of the Missouri Business Education Association. She also held national leadership positions, including president of Pi Omega Pi Nationals Council. Dr. Zeliff has authored, contributed, and edited over 50 articles for NBEA publications. Her work has been published in the Business Education Forum, the 2013 and 2020 editions of Effective Methods for Teaching Business Education, and other numerous NBEA yearbooks. Dr. Zeliff is considered an expert in the areas of assessments and technology, and is highly sought after not for just presenting at conferences, but to collaborate with her fellow business educator colleagues. She has presented and co-presented at over 125 local, regional, and national conferences. Among the accolades Nancy has received are honors that include being the who's who among teachers in 2004, and being named the National Business Education Teacher of the Year, collegiate university level in 2001. Dr. Zeliff's profound influence on business education spanning the past 35 years is immeasurable. Her deserving place in the Business Education Hall of Fame is evident through the enduring legacy upheld by her former students who continue to emulate her teaching and her service. Dr. Zeliff, we'd like to present you the National Business Education Hall of Fame Award right now. Here she comes.
Well, I graduated to readers, so I'll pull mine out. And Cindy, I'm not as practiced as you, so I need a few notes. Otherwise, I could go on forever, I'm afraid. So as Cindy spoke, it was because of mentors and faculty at Northwest Missouri State University and at the University of Missouri Columbia that led me to majoring in business ed, because I too had planned first to be a secretary with shorthand and typing. Their professionalism and leadership in professional organizations led me to NBEA, and I couldn't wait to get involved. And I wanted to rub shoulders with the greats. So at some point, I'd like you to look at the John Robert Gregg Award and the Hall of Fame. I found it on the NBEA website. And those are the people that I got to rub shoulders with, the pillars of business education. I greatly appreciate this honor and am very humbled. I got promoted to the role of grandmother in the last 5.5 years. And so one day driving to babysit 2.5 hours away, I had an email from Barbara and I couldn't really read it until the babies were in bed. And I was extremely excited and humbled. I am most proud of my students at Northwest Missouri State. Back in the traditional days, I would travel with them. It wasn't always because I got to go to conferences, it was because they got to go to conferences. And I'm extremely proud of them. I got to rub shoulders with Dr. Kelly Means. I think Kelly's back there. Woo-hoo, yeah. Works with Delane and the Omaha Public Schools. So it's because of Kelly and all those students, I'm so proud to accept this honor. Finally, I would say that one should stay involved in professional organizations. It should truly, it has brought so many opportunities to me, and I thank you for this esteemed honor.
Congratulations to all of our distinguished award winners. Now we would like to turn our attention to our NBEA leadership and recognition of key individuals of NBEA's leadership team. If you have chaired an NBEA committee this year, would you please stand, or if you're online, please raise your online hand. Leading a committee takes dedication and focus, and we appreciate these individuals who have served as a chair. Now, if you have served on any NBEA committee or task force in this last year, would you please also join your chairperson colleagues in standing? Let's give these individuals a round of thanks. We would also like to recognize our outgoing NBEA officers and directors. It's been a joy and privilege and honor working with these individuals over the last 3 years that I've served on the NBEA board, but even times before that, as both of our Hall of Fame inductees had said today, it really is the people that's working with those pillars and others with us, and this is no exception to the group that I've been working with as well. We've already provided gifts for our outgoing directors, so please step forward as your name is called and remain in the front, please. Myself, Delane Havlovic, is the immediate past president. Cindy Durkee, one of our outgoing officers and directors. Cindy is from the Eastern region. Cindy, if you could come forward. Chris Liebelt Garcia from the Western region as one of our regional officers and directors. And then our outgoing council chairs, Dr. Pamela Scott Bracey, CBTR, and Gwyneth Monkus, NBEHS, National Business Honor Society. Thank you all for your service. Let's give these individuals a hand. Definitely want to be documented as well as outgoing. We would now like to announce the new NBEA board members recently nominated and elected. Please come forward. Let's give these folks a round of applause. Andy Wise from the Eastern region. Joey Running from the Western region. And Dr. Pamela Scott Bracey. She is our new president-elect. In addition, Gwyneth Monkus, I know we just said goodbye, but we're going to say hello again. Gwyneth Monkus has just been elected as our next 3-year secretary-treasurer for the National Business Education Association. Gwyneth is with us from the Hoover School District in Hoover, Alabama. And last but not least, Dr. Lori Hoff. Lori is transitioning from the role of president-elect to NBEA president. All of these roles are effective July 1st, 2024, and Lori is with us from Dickinson, North Dakota. I am also happy to announce that the NBEA Executive Board has voted Dr. Pamela Scott Bracey to serve as president-elect of the association, also beginning on July 1st, 2024. You're already here, so that's great. And finally, it wouldn't be without the exceptional gifts of our current president, who will be transitioning to past president, immediate past president. On my left, your right, is Dr. Barbara Hagler. With the rest of the NBEA Executive Board that is serving starting July 1st, 2024, please step to the front. The National Business Education has a rich history spanning over a century. Past leaders, some of us departed, have made their mark in business education in numerous ways. It is now your time. It's your time to lead, your time to share, your time to sacrifice, your time to celebrate, your time to learn, your time to make a difference. This is your time. Good leaders are recognized by their peers, and you have earned the respect and admiration of your peers to stand before the membership of the National Business Education Association today to take this oath of office as you start to continue on the term of the NBEA Executive Board. Please raise your right hand, and I will ask you to affirm these things with an "I will" after I read the statements. I promise to uphold the governing documents of the National Business Education Association, and I promise to practice my fiduciary duties, including duty of care, duty of loyalty, and duty of obedience. Say I will. If you agree to these, thank you for agreeing to these commitments. With your response, I do hereby pronounce you as installed as the Executive Board of the National Business Education Association, effective July 1st, 2024. Let's give these individuals a round of applause. Thank you all. You guys can sit down, except Barbara, stay close. And Barbara, if you'd like to return to the podium, I'd like to present you with a special honor. This is an appreciation of your outstanding dedication and leadership to the National Business Education in the 2023-24 year. Again, I have worked closely with Barbara for more than just this last couple of years, but knowing Barbara for the last couple of decades has been a true honor and privilege. She has taken her energy and passion and has continued to allow NBEA to flourish, to grow, and become what it is today. So thank you, Barbara. I'll present this to you.
Thank you.
And I'll turn it back over to Barbara.
Thank you. And it really has been an honor to serve as president, partially because of those people who are sitting out there in the audience, as well as the others that have been recognized as past presidents, that it's an honor to be serving here. For those of you who were here Wednesday to hear my presentation, I talked about imagining and challenging yourself. So for those of you who have not been on the NBEA board and didn't get to stand up here and say, "I will," because I don't know what happens if we say "I won't," but, but consider stepping up and volunteering to serve on one of those committees. That's an easy way to start getting involved. Again, I challenge you to make an application for presentations. Those of you who have been in the field for a long time and know people, nominate people for awards. We need you all to help us do the work that we do. So I thank everybody for everything that they've done. The board was excellent to work with. I've already, said that Joe and Becca are wonderful to work with. So it's been a very fun year for me, even though I sort of questioned why I was doing it when I said I would do it, but it's been a very fun year. So remember that our convention next year changes to the fall. We're trying something new. If nothing else, business educators know that we go through changes and we have to be willing to adapt, and we make a lot of changes, because I took that shorthand and typing that people were talking about, and obviously we don't teach shorthand and we don't really teach typing anymore. So things change, but continue to learn and stay current with business education by coming to the NBEA conference, October 21st through 24th of 2024. in Cincinnati, Ohio. So 2025, this says 2024, and I just read it without thinking. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Applications for presentations, serving on committees, get involved in the community, all those kinds of things. So thank you for being here this week. Thank you.